It was one of those nights that could freeze a man's bones, when the wind howls through empty streets and even the stars seem to hide behind thick gray clouds. Jack Turner pulled his worn jacket tighter around himself as he walked out of the diner, the weight of another long shift pressing on his shoulders. He wasn't just tired, he was exhausted in that deep, soul-sinking way that comes from years of struggling and trying to stay strong for someone else. His 7-year-old daughter, Lily, was asleep at home, wrapped in a blanket that had seen better days. Jack worked 2 jobs, barely keeping up with rent and bills, yet he always made sure Lily smiled before as he crossed the quiet street. Jack noticed a figure sitting by the bus stop, small, shivering, and clearly out of place in the freezing cold. She wore a thin dress and held a small handbag in her lap. Her eyes were red, not just from the cold, but from crying. Jack hesitated. He wasn't the type to pry, but something in him just wouldn't let him walk away. "Hey," he said softly, approaching her. "You okay there?" The woman looked up, startled. I missed the last bus," she murmured. "I'll be fine." But her lips trembled, and Jack could see her trying to hide how badly she was shaking. He took off his old jacket and handed it to her. "Here. Take this." She shook her head. "I can't." "Yeah, you can," Jack interrupted gently. "It's just a jacket. You look colder than I feel." She hesitated, then finally slipped it on. The oversized sleeves nearly covered her hands. "Thank you," she whispered. Jack smiled faintly. "No problem. Just make sure to stay warm." He turned to leave, but she called out, "Wait. How can I return it?" "Don't worry about it," he said with a shrug. "It's just a jacket." He waved once and walked away into the night. He didn't see the tears that filled her eyes again, this time, not from sadness, but from something she hadn't felt in a long time, kindness. The next morning was another long one for Jack. Lily woke up with a cough, and the bills on the kitchen table looked more daunting than ever. Jack made her breakfast with the last few eggs they had left and promised he'd buy groceries after his shift. He wore an old hoodie now, missing the warmth of his jacket, but trying not to think about the diner. He wiped tables and served coffee with his usual quiet smile. But around noon, the door opened, and suddenly, the place fell silent. A woman stepped in, her hair perfectly brushed, her coat stylish and expensive looking. She wasn't alone, 2 men followed, each carrying a camera, and another held a microphone. The customers began to whisper. Jack barely recognized her until she smiled. It was the same woman from the bus stop. "Jack Turner?" she asked softly, walking toward him. Yeah, he said, blinking in confusion. She smiled warmly. "I never got to thank you properly for what you did last night." He scratched the back of his neck, feeling every pair of eyes in the diner on him. "Oh, it was nothing, really. You looked cold, that's all." The cameraman started recording. "Miss, what's going on here?" the manager whispered, but the woman didn't answer him. She looked at Jack with tears in her eyes. "My name is Emily Carter," she said. "I'm a reporter, and last night, I wasn't just stranded. I was filming a documentary segment about kindness in hard times. But when I missed my ride, I saw something real, something you can't script." Jack blinked, unsure what to say. Emily reached into her bag and pulled out an envelope. "You didn't know who I was, and you gave away the only jacket you had just to help a stranger. That kind of heart, that's rare. And I think the world should know about it." She handed him the envelope. Jack opened it slowly and froze. Inside was a check. $10,000. "I can't," he stammered. "I can't take this." Emily smiled. "You already did the hard part, Jack. This is just a small thank you, from our team and from the people who need to see that kindness still exists." Jack felt his throat tighten. Around him, the diner had gone completely silent. He shook his head slowly, his eyes glistening. "I wasn't trying to be kind. I just saw someone who needed help." "That's exactly why you deserve it," Emily said softly. When the story aired later that week, the video went viral. Millions of people saw the humble diner worker giving his only jacket to a stranger without expecting anything in return. Letters, donations, and gifts began pouring in, not just for Jack, but for Lily too. A local business offered him a full-time job with benefits, and a community group helped him move into a better apartment, but But the best part wasn't the money or the fame, it was what it taught Lily. One night, as Jack tucked her into bed, she asked in her small voice, "Daddy, are we rich now?" Jack chuckled, brushing her hair back. "No, honey. Not rich like that. But we're lucky." She smiled sleepily. "Because you gave your jacket?" He nodded. "Because we still believe in good people." Lily thought for a moment, then whispered, "When I grow up, I want to be like you." Jack swallowed hard, his eyes shining. "You already are, sweetheart." As she drifted off to sleep, Jack looked out the window at the night sky. The same kind of night as before, but this time, it didn't feel cold, because kindness, he realized, always finds its way back, and sometimes, the smallest act, a simple jacket on a freezing night, can warm a world that's forgotten how to feel.